Hello, my name is Sheraz and welcome to my English and Maths channel. This is my website here where you'll find loads of English and Maths video lessons. My only advice to you is learn English and use it, otherwise you'll forget it. Therefore, on my website, you will find loads of interactive lessons which will help you practice and use what you've learned. Today's lesson is on zero conditional and is suitable for pre-intermediate and intermediate students. And in this lesson, you will learn or revise and use zero conditional, which you can use to talk about facts or things which are generally true. Okay, I think I've got hiccups. No hiccups. That's great. This is what I do when I have hiccups. I'm feeling much better. Okay, so when I get hiccups, I take a deep breath and then I hold my breath and count to 10. This is what I always do when I get hiccups. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But this is what I always do when I get hiccups. So, what about you? What do you do when you get hiccups? Do you drink plenty of water? Or maybe you ask your friend to scare you. Or maybe you eat sugar. Or maybe, like me, you hold your breath and count to 10. What do you do? So I've got a fun task for you, and this is what I would like you to do if you can. So before you move on, pause the video and go out and ask some people politely what they do when they get hiccups. So you can start the conversation something like this. Excuse me, can I ask you a question, please? What do you do when you get hiccups? So let's see what you find out. So pause the video and try to do this fun task if you can. Okay, so I've got a little challenge for you now. What happens when you heat water? So we'll try to make a sentence from here now. So when you heat water, and you've got a picture here to help you. Any idea? When you heat water, excellent. It boils. Very good. Okay, let's move on to the next challenge. What happens when it rains? What happens when it rains? When it rains, the streets get... Yes, you're right. They get wet. When it rains, the streets get wet. Okay, one more. What happens when babies are hungry? Maybe that sounds familiar to most of you, or maybe some of you. When babies are hungry, they... Exactly. They cry, don't they? Okay, last one. What happens when it is autumn? When it is autumn, the leaves color. So you can see from the picture, you're right, they change color. Right, so well done for making those sentences. Now we're going to move to some boring but very important stuff. So we had a condition and then we got the result. For example, when babies are hungry, that's a condition, and the result is they cry. Okay, so let's go to my example. When I get hiccups, that's a condition, and the result is I take a deep breath. Okay, so this is what I always do. So that is the function of zero conditional, something that always happens, right? And the time is now and always. So it's past, present, and future. So we're talking about all the time. Okay, so when I get hiccups, I take a deep breath. So the first part, you get the verb here, get, which is underlined. That's in present simple, right? What about take? Is that present simple as well? Excellent, yes. So we've got present simple and present simple. In both clauses, always present simple. Okay? So you can also swap the clauses and say, I take a deep breath when I get hiccups. Okay, does it make sense? Yeah. Right, a little bit more boring stuff for you. So we have another condition and the result of that condition. When you heat water, that is the condition, it boils. So that is the result. So when you heat water, the water boils. Okay, so this is what happens all the time because this is a fact. All right, this is not about me or about you, it's just a fact. And the time, once again, is now and always. So it's past, present, and future. So we're talking about all the time. Okay. When you heat water, it boils. You can see there are two verbs, two action words, heat and boils. And in both clauses, which tense are we using? Excellent, present simple. So you've got present simple in the first clause and present simple in the second clause. And you can also swap the clauses and you can say water boils when you heat it. Okay, both sentences mean the same. Okay, how do we make negative sentences? So because we're using present simple, so we'll be using the negative forms of present simple. For example, don't, doesn't, I'm not, isn't, or aren't. Let's have a look at one of the questions. So if I don't understand something, I always ask my teacher. So we've got negative of present simple, don't understand. Okay, or you can swap the clauses. I always ask my teacher if I don't understand something. Let's have a look at one more example for negatives. If I'm not feeling cold, I never wear a jumper. Okay, so here we can also use present continuous in some of the examples because it is kind of a feeling. So I'm not feeling cold. I never wear a jumper. Okay, so let's do some practice. There's a matching activity that I've got for you, and I would like you to match the beginnings of the sentences to the correct endings. Okay, and when you're doing the activity, I would like you to pause the video and complete the matching activity, which you'll see on the next slide, because after that you will be able to see the answers. Okay, so you can check your work. So we've got this matching activity here. Let me show you one of the examples. Okay, so if you mix black and white, you get gray. So this is what always happens. Okay, so now I would like you to pause the video and then you can check your answers. Good luck. Okay, so welcome back. You've got the answers here. Okay, so you can see the first one. If you mix black and white, you get gray. If you don't water flowers, they die. When you heat ice, it melts. So these are all the things which are generally true, or they are universal facts or truths. Okay, let's do some more practice. And now I will tell you what I do when or if, and then I will ask you to tell me what you do when or if, okay? I would like you to take this opportunity to improve your speaking skills. Obviously, I cannot hear you when you're talking, but it would be great if you could reply to my questions, because this will help you to improve your speaking skills, all right? So, let's do the first one together. I fall asleep when I get bored. Okay, this is what I do. I fall asleep when I get bored. So when I don't have anything to do and I get bored, I just fall asleep. So what do you do when you get bored? What do you do when you get bored? Okay, interesting. Okay, number 2 here. If I have free time, I play with my children. Okay, this is what I always do. When I'm at home, when I have free time, I just play with my children. What do you do when you have free time? What do you do when you have free time? Okay, right, good. Okay, moving on to the next one, number 3. If I can't find something, I say a prayer. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but this is what I always do. So if I can't find something that I've lost, I just say a prayer. What do you do if you cannot find something? What do you do if you cannot find something? Interesting. Okay, number 4. Let's see what we've got. Number 4. I feel frustrated. I feel frustrated when the internet goes down. What do you do when the internet goes down? I'm sure you feel frustrated too. Okay, moving on to number 5. I take a painkiller when I get a headache. What do you do when you get a headache? Okay. Okay, let's move on to number 6. I watch TV if I can't sleep at night. What do you do if you can't sleep at night? Interesting. Okay, number 7. I keep quiet if I don't understand my teacher. Yes. What do you do if you don't understand your teacher? Okay. Okay, number 8. I drink a cup of coffee if I feel sleepy during the day. What do you do if you feel sleepy during the day? Okay. Okay, number 9. I've got 2 more for you. I get up and eat something if I feel hungry at night. Yes, that's an interesting one. What do you do if you feel hungry at night? Okay, interesting. Okay, last one, number 10. If I oversleep, I go to sleep again when I wake up. Yes, that's interesting. What do you do if you oversleep? Interesting. Okay. Right. Well done for answering all the questions with me. And now I'm going to give you a bit of homework. And I would like you to work with a partner and ask them all the 10 questions that we've just done together. Okay? That will be your homework. And now I've got a fun story for you. I found this story somewhere on the internet and I just loved it. Okay, when it rains, my roof leaks. When my roof leaks, the walls get wet. When the walls get wet, they get moldy. When they get moldy, I get sick. When I get sick, I go to the doctor. When I go to the doctor, he always says the same thing. Guess what he says? He says, fix your roof. So that is a fun story. It's a fun story to me. And it's another homework for you if you want to do it. Maybe you can try to create your own fun story, similar to the one I've just told you. You can always go back and pause the video, and then you can use my story to create your own story. Okay? Okay, so that is the end of this lesson. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Please remember to subscribe to my English and Maths channel on YouTube. And please don't forget to like and share my videos. Okay, thank you very much. See you later. Bye-bye.